All right. So we've got our first episode of our podcast, recording it too. So that's gonna be fun. So I am Diddleman 1995, and we've got.
And you want to go? Now I'm JDA 2187. So,
Just give me a second.
first,
I gotta take uh 2 minutes, and I'll be right back. I gotta open a window somewhere in my house.
okay.
I mean, if you wanna kind of give a little bit of a rundown about yourself and promote your Twitch, you by all means feel free to.
Okay. Well, starters again. I am on a Twitch channel. My name is JDA 2187. Basically, I'm just another video gamer just like the rest of the world who play for fun, not for competition. I stream every so often, but trying to plan on doing a little bit more. Stream different varieties of video games, so if you ever get a chance, hit me up, message me, see if you want me to live stream one of the games I got. I've got plenty to go through, so anything from Minecraft to Resident Evil to Friday the 13th, Dead by Daylight, and one that I've been really getting into as of late is Stardew Valley. It's pretty fun. Yeah, so it gets pretty entertaining after a while. So if you ever get a chance to come watch, please do. I'd appreciate it. Otherwise, if not, then you could also watch Diddleman stream his games, or we could have you watch the other streamers that we also know. One as Retro 91983 or Dead Silence 5835, or you can possibly watch live stream of Minty Let's Play 22, all one word. So, I'm just gonna try out this podcast, see how it goes. Hopefully, you like the content that we give. Basically, what we're gonna go through is just basically introducing ourselves. So, any questions at all, you can message us and we can hopefully answer them for you.
Yeah.
At all. Any questions at all. So do not be afraid. I don't bite much.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah. Let's see. If you could wake up tomorrow in any video game, which one would you want to wake up in?
Oh boy. Um. Hmm. Well, depends on how crazy of a video game do I want to wake up to into. See, because I think it would be very interesting as to. Well, now here's the question. You still, if you would happen to die, do you still come back to life, or is that it?
Ooh. Um,
That that would be kind
that's a
of
very good one. Yeah. I think
now.
I think just for the sake of like let's do both. If you could come back after you die inside that world, which one? And then what if you couldn't? Which one would it change?
Hmm, well, kind of hard to say. Because, let's say you go to play like some of the game I was just saying Dead by Daylight, Resident Evil, Minecraft. You can die in any of those. Or if even if you were to say Grand Theft Auto, you easily can die in that one and that's it. You could be enter the game, 2 seconds into it, boom, you get blown up. That's it. Well, that's why I said, what would, do you get to come back from that? But if not, kind of hard to pick.
Yeah. Um, so yeah, we'll do two answers. One answer
All
would
right.
be if like you were to die and could come back, then what world would you choose for that part of the
Mm,
question? And then would your answer change if you were not able to come back?
okay. Hmm. That's very hard to choose from. Well,
Um, Personally, I honestly would say like Minecraft would be a kind of cool one to wake up in.
yeah, yeah, it would be pretty cool.
But like I would also like to experience the whole Grand Theft Auto world where you're basically able to do whatever you want and get away with it, but there's still that chance of dying.
Exactly. Well, I would say two games that I would like to experience would either be Red Dead Redemption or the world of Skyrim.
Ooh, I forgot about those.
That would be really cool. Just because I think it would be really cool to wake up into, the whole, what would you call that?
Um,
It's back in like the, I don't know, I guess you
yeah,
can
like
call it the
the
Golden Age
past
or whatever.
kind of.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll call it that. If anybody knows what it is, please message it.
Um,
But yeah, I'd have to say it would probably be Minecraft. That would be a pretty interesting life to wake up to.
yeah.
I mean, I'm already a blockhead, so kind of would work out.
Right.
But yeah, I think also what you said was the Grand Theft Auto world would be very interesting, just to see
Yeah.
what life would be like doing that kind of stuff. But now to the second question: what game would
Hmm.
you choose if you weren't able to come back?
Ooh. See, if you're like starting just fresh as if you started the whole game like from scratch, that makes it
Mhm.
really hard.
I
But
know.
like if you were like max level and didn't really have to worry about too much, then it makes it a little bit easier, but still hard because if you die, that's it, you're done. You lose
Yeah.
everything. Ooh. I think honestly, my answer for that would be the Red Dead. Just because like I would love to be a cowboy and have that like rush of, ooh, is this gonna kill me or not? kind of thing.
Okay, back to that. Back to this in the beginning. When you would wake up, do you wake up as a certain character, or do you wake up as yourself in this game?
Hmm. Um.
And then do you get those abilities of that character?
So yeah, let's say you come back as a specific character.
Okay.
Which character would you want to wake
Hmm.
up as?
But see, now that changes it. Now, what would you wake up to then if you're able to pick and be a certain character
Ooh.
with abilities,
Um.
but still the chance to die and not come back? That's it. Got point.
I gotta remember a lot of games that I used to do, and because like there were days that I wanted to be Sly Cooper from that. I don't know the word for the four, because usually with three it's a trilogy, but with four I don't know what that is. Chronology, I don't know. But yeah, I would want to come back as Sly Cooper, but now I've like grown away from that. At some point, I wanted to come back as the infamous guy. Um, I think if you wanted to like live on the safe side, I would
Hmm.
say that personally, if I wanted like a very slim chance of dying, Stardew Valley would have to be the go-to.
Yeah. At least then there you get knocked out and not killed.
Yeah, and then I came back as a character. Ooh, honestly, I would I would honestly want to do the guy from Star Wars Unleashed.
Nice.
It's like, yeah, you have the chance of dying, but like if you go a certain way, you like living for a cause and you would die for that cause, so
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be a pretty and be a good choice. I'd have to say it'd probably have to be the same for Stardew Valley, possibly. But being I am a sports guy as well, definitely any sports title would be good for me. I'd be fine with it. But if I were to come back as a character, I probably would like to come back as probably probably a character from hmm I'm stuck, so I got a bunch of games I would like to do. Well, I guess if we're playing it safe, I'd have to say probably Batman. That'd be
alright.
cool. Knock out some fools.
Yeah. Um,
But if I actually had the cojones, definitely one of the characters from Resident Evil, that'd be cool.
yeah,
But I'd be scared the hell. It would be scary.
right.
But like I said, if I'm already those characters, then I really wouldn't be scared. So
True.
I guess I guess that really depends on the person. So it's kinda hard to really go off what anybody really would like.
Yeah.
Everybody's got their own preference.
So now your comment about having too many like games that you would want, um, kind of segues into another topic that we can do. What's your favorite video game?
Oof. I think that's an unanswerable question at this point in time in life. But hmm, favorite favorite game of all time?
Um, yeah, let's do
Or are
that.
we
Favorite game
talking
of all time.
favorite game of all time? Hands down will always be for the Nintendo 64 007 GoldenEye. Cannot, will not ever be beaten by any game. It's the original Call of Duty type battle, soundtrack, gameplay, hands down the greatest.
Nice.
Now, would be your favorite game?
Um, so I don't know, like for me, like you know how I've got my computer and the PS4 and all that, so I've got like access to a wide range of games. Um, I would have to say my favorite, like right now, would be the Grand Theft Auto roleplay stuff, where you can play as a cop and do all that stuff. Um, I when it kind of was newer, I tried the Red Dead style of that, and that was pretty cool. It just it was so new that it didn't have as much potential, or it had potential, but it just wasn't there yet when I played on it.
Yeah,
So I couldn't really claim that as being my favorite, but that would have been fun if like you could have robbed a bank and been a sheriff and all that stuff on there, but it wasn't to that point yet. But of all time, ooh, that's a really hard question. Um, yeah, I don't have an answer for that at the moment. It's like,
Ain't so easy, is it?
no, it's not. Man, I had so many favorites throughout the years. The Sly Cooper, the infamous titles. Minecraft was really fun for a while. Grand Theft Auto. Um, yeah, it's really hard to choose. I'm pretty sure if I went back through and played a lot of those games that I used to, like go back to the PS2 days and play all those, I would find my favorite. But yeah, it's been so long since I played any of them. It it makes it really hard to choose.
Yeah, I hear you. But like I said, the reason why I've chose the game I chose is because there's so many memories that my brothers and sisters have had on there. It just you don't forget those, and no game since then has really given you any kind of feel like that same type of feeling. Like even like now, you know, 10, 20, 15 year, sorry, 10, 15, 20, dyslexic, leave me alone. You still go back and it just, all those memories come back, and it's just such a good feeling when you're loading up the game and you're getting a match set up. It just, nothing like it. And there's no game like that ever nowadays for myself.
Yeah.
Now, this is my personal opinion, not everybody else's. I'm not forcing people to follow it. I'm just saying my personal opinion. That is the game that I honestly feel will never be beaten, in my honest opinion. It's just too much nostalgia behind it, and
Yeah.
it's never gonna change, no matter what kind of games they make. So,
Nice.
good game. If you haven't played it, try it.
Highly recommended. Um,
Very highly recommended.
so now, would it be easier to tell your least favorite game?
Oof. Still a game. Not very, very easily to answer that because, I mean, well, hmm. Not 100% sure, but I mean, I really wouldn't say like least favorite, but I mean, there's some games that I just don't really prefer just
Yeah.
because, I don't know. For one, too damn many of them. Just, I mean, again, my personal opinion. I think, well, not I think. Oh, I guess, yeah. Anyways, my least favorite game I'd have to say would have to be. Sorry, I know it's probably gonna get a lot of people all butt hurt, but Call of Duty. Not a big fan of
Oh,
Call of Duty. There's way too many of them. I can't keep up with them. It just, I don't know. There's no consistency in between the games. Because when Call of Duty first came out, modern military to complete way beyond future to deep far into the past. I mean, I get it. Future is moving on and stuff, but I don't know. I just don't like the inconsistency of just a back and forth. Like, I mean, how many Black Ops did they have? 3, 4?
Um, I think they're up to 5 if you consider Black Ops Cold War.
Jesus. And like I said, this is just my opinion. I'm not
Yeah.
a big fan of it. Everybody else is. I just not a big fan of Call of Duty. Will I play the older ones if somebody's playing them and they say, "Hey, wanna play a game?" I'll say, "Sure." But I'm not gonna sit and go spend $65, $70 for a game when I buy it. There's another one coming out next month. Why?
Right.
That's, you know, probably some people sit there and say, "Well, it's not a reason not to like it." I'm sorry. They make too damn many. If you can't give somebody time to build on from one game and be like, "Man, I can't wait for the next one to come out." 5 years later, hey, guess what? We're coming with new Call of Duty. Awesome. No, it's every, month and a half.
Yeah.
They're coming out with one. It just, how can I like this series if they're making too damn many to
Right.
keep up with? Like,
Yeah.
how many Black Ops they had. So, but again, my personal opinion. What about you? What's your least favorite game?
Fortnite. I can't get into it. Like, just the building that right there, that's not something that I can do. Like, I have no problem with the run and gunning of it. That I'm fine with that. I'm used to. But you gotta build on top of that, and you gotta get so quick at it. I didn't like it, and I couldn't get into it.
I've never attempted to play it,
You would hate it.
but I've never played it. But again, it's not my type of game. It's not your type of game.
Yeah,
I mean, it might not be my type of game. You never know. I might get into it.
right.
I'm not saying I'm gonna, but
Yeah,
again, that's back to where I was saying. Everybody has their own things they like. Not everybody has to like the same thing. Well, the one thing that irritates the heck out of me playing Call of Duty,
yeah.
damn people that 360 no scope crap. It's like, come on. There's no way in hell that you are really that good unless you seriously spend thousands of hours
Yeah.
practicing those shots. Sorry.
I mean, there's some of those people that, like, they've been doing it since that very first online from the Call of Duty, and they've
Well, and
like
that's the thing.
done it ever
How are
since.
these
And
how are these people still that good when everything, it changes? For where you had, just run, then the next thing was how did they go from being that good to playing the next one to just basically mastering the controls. Even let's say if I were to buy the next one, first when it comes out, how in the hell is everybody that good already? When I just bought it when it first came out.
I think it's something to do with like some of those people.
Cheating.
Some of them, yes, it's the cheating, but others,
Modders.
they've been doing it so long that they know their controls. Like they'll do like one round against bots, figure out their controls, and then they're set.
Well,
Like,
I have something for them to do. Go find a life. But that's where, that's their cup of tea, not mine. So that's theirs. I prefer older video games. Even like Super Nintendo, Sega. Those games are still fun. Not everybody's into that kind of graphics. Again, brings back all those memories that you've had as a child, and you want to continue it. You don't want to stop it. So your preferred video game is yours and yours only.
exactly.
Yes.
If you came into money, let's say
If I did
Let's say
what to money?
if you got a large amount of money, let's say 200,000.
Oh,
What are the top 5 things you would spend it on?
if I had $200,000 just randomly given to me.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, a small house, brand new car, the rest of it put into my children's college.
There you go.
That's all I need. That's all I need. I mean, I pretty much have everything else.
Yeah.
I have amazing girlfriend. I have great kids. I've got plenty of video games. I really wouldn't have to play the same game twice in a year. It's not bragging, it's just that I've collected over the years of all the games that I remember playing, so really
Yeah.
wouldn't need to spend money on video games. So, house, my car, rest of it goes to the children's education. What about you? Same question.
Um
Oh, that's great. Awesome. I'm just kidding. No, seriously, you can go.
I would honestly I'd pay off my house. I'd pay off my parents. I'd honestly probably get mine and dad's dream vehicles for us. Actually that right there is most of the money.
Nice.
That
would be cool.
But no, like for sure I'd at least get us to a point where like we can comfortably do all of that. Plus I would like to upgrade my computer to like the highest end that it can be. And then just the rest of it, like you said, a kid's college fund.
It's always good. Get your children set. Worry
Yeah.
about your life you've had however many years to figure that out. I had 33 to figure out my crap, and not by choice, but pretty well wasted on things I should have been more focused on a lot of things, but stuff happens. That's life. Life happens. Life throws curveballs your way, and sometimes it hits you in the, that area. Drops you.
Life finds a way.
Yep. And that's where, you get your kids set up. get your kids put on the path of, to better themselves.
Yeah.
You're supposed to be a frickin' podcast about video games, and here I'm getting lecturing. Not trying to lecture people. I'm just saying that's what I would do. So it's always good.
The podcast thing is just whatever we decide to talk about, and if random stuff comes up, that's fine. Like I've been listening to they call themselves the Goons, and it's they're like a group of YouTubers, Soup, Blarg, McNasty, and the Do. They've all got their own podcast thing going.
Promoting others, don't.
Well, mainly it's
they're
like
getting the attention now, and they're like, "Oh, I know that guy. Let's go listen to him."
And then maybe people will comment on their YouTube videos and be like, "Hey, I heard about you guys from this small guy."
And then we get sued for having their names in our mouths. I hope people aren't really like that, but some people are.
Yeah.
You talking about me? Get my name out of your mouth, or I'm gonna come down on you hard like a hammer.
Okay. Here's one kind of out of the ballpark.
Oh god.
Do you think Chewbacca had a human penis, or did he have a dog one?
Well, being the way he looks, dog wiener. Really, really big dog wiener. Like unnatural, large dog wiener.
Honestly, I'd have to agree. Just like, because it's like,
big,
why?
Floppy, red, lipstick-looking tip. Imagine him like that movie, scary movie with that gym teacher. Goes over by that girl. Shit flops on her shoulder.
Oh yeah. Oh god.
Leia's gonna look at it. She's gonna sit there and just curl around her neck, and he's gonna look down there and go.
Okay, so now, what would happen if he had sex with a human?
Would it come out as?
Would it make a human baby that just has a bunch of hair, or would it just be another Wookiee?
Do you think maybe that's the reason why he is the only one left?
Maybe it is like
all the other ones died. Didn't they all die off? Because from all the other new Star Wars, I haven't really seen any other Chewie Wookiees.
That's true.
So maybe he tried.
Yeah, I think they all did. Yeah. Maybe it is like if an animal mates with a human, their like semen just doesn't take. Just like if a human mates with an animal.
Yeah, didn't you ever hear that song by Loverboy? Big enough in DNA, just don't spice. That was your out of the ballpark question? What the hell is that?
It's the worst one that I got so far.
I guess this is your content you're getting. Random. But that's alright. At least we know.
Um, Now to kind of reel it back a little bit. If you had
Like from
6 minutes left to live, what's the last song you'd listen to?
If I had 6 minutes to live, what's the last song I would listen to?
Yep.
Hmm.
Well, songs are about 3 minutes. So let's say that two. What last two would you listen to within 6 minutes?
Last two.
Yep.
That is. I don't know, it's kind of hard to also. I'm trying to think, I mean, because, how many songs do people actually prefer? You know?
Yeah.
How do you really choose? Like, you look at it, I got 6 minutes to live. What do I choose? And you're going to take however long to think about it, so by the time you actually get your song playing, you're going to die, so. I guess it really don't matter.
Yeah.
Well, suppose you could listen to a song that never ends. Hopefully it's true.
Yeah.
Well, I guess if that'd be something, I might as well go out being annoyed. Listen to the Beatles. Number 9. Number 9. Number
Ooh.
9. Number 9. Number 9. Number 9. I don't know if I could do that myself.
I don't know.
Yeah, I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that to myself.
Let's see. For me,
But
ooh,
yeah, let me come back to that one.
yeah.
If I'm gonna die, I might as well go out feeling like shit.
See, if Jordan was on this, I know what song she would pick.
Yeah, we all know what she would listen to. She would listen to Harry Styles taking his shit, if that was the last thing she could listen to. Because,
Yeah, I mean,
obsessed much. Just kidding,
but
Jordan. We love you.
yeah, she would also listen to that oh, what is it? That Shrek
Wow.
song.
Oh,
All Star, that's what it is. It's All Star.
All Star from Smash Mouth.
Haley says
Yeah,
hi.
she would. Oh, hi. Thanks for listening to our podcast. First one, by the way.
Yes, first podcast.
Hopefully more of many, unless we
Oh,
get
yes.
canceled.
And so I'm thinking like I'm hoping to do it where we record it and live stream it on like Sunday, and then I would take and make like small edits like I know for YouTube for the very first minute, like an entire minute, you can't have any swearing. So if you have a swearing in your first minute, you have to bleep it out. It's like I would have to go through and censor any of that within that first minute, and then the rest of it we would just
That's lame.
yeah, because without it, you can't monetize it.
See, that's the
But
thing. I don't know if I could swear or not. So that's why I was trying not to until you started talking about Wookiee penises. Then what am I supposed to do? Oh,
see, as long as you hold it off within that first minute.
I'm gonna take off my filter. I'm just gonna
Go for it.
come out sounding. I'm just gonna come out sounding like a SpongeBob episode when they found out their sentence enhancers.
Do it. But yeah, like the only thing that sucks with that is if I live stream it, I can't post it for 24 hours.
What?
Yes, because since I'm affiliate on Twitch, my content is owned by Twitch for 24 hours. After that 24 hours, I can post it freely wherever.
Oof.
Yeah. So that's where I'm gonna.
Easy.
Yeah, it does kind of suck because I'm so used to streaming to the multiple platforms, but
Yeah.
it was kind of easy because towards the end, I like forced myself to focus just on Twitch. But now that we're starting up this podcast, then, and I'm not always gonna stream it, but I will always record them.
Yeah.
Just so that that way we always have the content going, and I'm thinking of doing it every Sunday. And then, like, within that time frame, I'll have it edited and ready by, like, Tuesday, just to for sure be ready within that 24 hours.
Sheesh.
But yeah, that's one of the reasons that I had mentioned about the monetization of YouTube, where you can't swear within that very first minute. So it's going to be interesting once Josh comes in, because I'll have to have like that whole minute just bleeped out. But it does kind of help that I've got our little intro, because that's like a minute long, so that will help out.
Like, get out your swears now.
But yeah, after that minute, you're free to talk about whatever and however you want to say it.
Yeah, I really wouldn't put however and whatever, because
yeah, that is true, because there are limits. Yeah, there are limits, like
content. Number one,
yeah, I mean,
I think keep political crap out of our freaking live streams. This is video game based life. Like, you're talking, hey, you got $200,000. What would you do?
Yep.
If we also get more people to watch and more people to answer, maybe we can start picking random viewers and have them have a question off.
Yes.
You know, ask a question, first person to answer correctly. Hey, you win.
Ooh, I like that.
What do you win?
That's a really good.
What do you win? More time to watch our stream. Thanks. Because we're too poor to afford that kind of gifts.
I mean, once we get to that point, we could probably.
Hey, I'm not done talking. Since you have merchandise and I don't have merchandise, maybe we can give the winner one of your merchandise.
We could, yeah. Ezra, if you guys really want your merch as well, I can add it into my merch.
That would be cool.
whatever people like pay for them, I would give you guys whatever profits that your merch would make. How much do I need
to put towards that? Or do I only put money towards it when somebody wants something?
No, so the way that it works is that they've got their pricing a certain way, and then when somebody buys it, you get a certain amount from that. It's not a significant amount that you would get, but what's that?
You know, my shirt I would like to do. You know, like that background you added with my little pig.
Yeah.
That blue. I want my shirt to be like that.
Ooh.
And I want the picture right in front.
All right. I am
Be
thinking of trying to find a different merch thing that would increase like our profits,
yep.
just to kind of I don't know, just because like the stuff that I got right now, there's certain items that like it costs people like $20 and I'm only making like $3 off of it.
I'm freaking charge people $20 for that.
Yeah, like
I mean, I
it.
get it. Places need to make money, but
Yeah.
I can just buy the same damn thing for freaking $100 worth of shirts, and freaking something's like $5 a piece to make my money back. I mean, right?
Yeah. Um.
Even $10 a shirt.
Yeah, that's
There's
our
places that do that.
Yeah. And if it gets to the point, then um I would just figure out how to make it myself.
Yeesh.
Because if that makes it a lot easier and cheaper for people, then I would like to do that. Just like mainly for me, like I would love to see my stuff get out there as much as possible. And then um I blanked and forgot where I was going with that, but like I don't want people to spend too much money on my merch and stuff that like represents me, just because like for one, because I'm not such a big time thing. So like I feel like I'm not worth that giant amount of money. But like
Yeesh.
I don't know. Haley says I'm not spending any. Shut up, nerd.
We didn't ask you to. So mind your beeswax, Ramona.
um I know kind of to go back onto the whole YouTube thing, listening to those guys' podcasts, they're all, like I said, they're all YouTubers. So like they're actually encouraging people that YouTube is probably your most profitable right now.
Even though they all say, "Oh, we're not making money." Don't give me that crap. Why are you doing it?
Yeah.
You ain't doing it for your health.
As they're those guys there, they have no shame in telling people that, hey, we're doing this for money. We're getting paid to do all this stuff.
Well, no, like a lot of the YouTubers, they go and say, claim that their videos only make so much money. It's like, really? Then
Yeah.
explain where you're getting the mansions and the 300 different cars. You're just
Right.
giving away to random, doing the quote fingers, your fans.
Yeah.
They're just people that are kissing your ass just to get a free car. But here's the problem with getting a free car like that. You realize your ass is going to be paying for a shit ton of insurance.
Yeah.
It ain't worth it. Unless you actually have the money to afford that. which none of us have the money to afford that.
Yep. Um. So a new topic. What's the
Yes.
worst thing you've stepped on barefooted?
Um. Huh. Well, I don't know. Hmm. What's the worst thing I've stepped on barefooted?
Yep.
I have no idea. I don't really step on much with my bare feet. I've heard people say they've stepped on nails and stuff like that. I don't know. I can't really say that.
Um.
So, probably nothing. I mean, ooh, actually, no, I lied. Um, Two different things. Those damn frickin' pricker plants that you see outside.
Oh.
And frickin' god dang frickin' these little bees when we used to live in Utah. Little bees that would sit on the rocks and stuff. I stepped on that
Huh.
and it shit hurts.
Ow.
I don't know. One of those two.
All right.
Probably, frickin' just, I'll just say that bee, whatever. They both hurt.
Haley says don't step on them then.
Hardy har har. Guess what? Because back in the day, you didn't think anything like that could happen. Because we went playing in a creek. And so, again, mind your business. What was the worst thing you stepped on?
Um. Haley said back in the day, I forget you're 80 years old.
I'm not 80 years old.
Um. My worst would probably be just a hmm. Hmm. I I would have to say just a Lego. To be quite honest with you. Whoops.
Echo my echo?
Yeah, I don't remember much else. Do, 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 do. Favorite non-ranch dressing for salad?
Eh? Favorite
Favorite,
non
yep,
favorite salad
non-ranch.
dressing that's non ranch.
Yep.
Olive Garden's ranch or not ranch. Their dressing. Whatever the hell it is.
Yuck.
Yuck me. Oh yuck you, yucca juice. What's yours?
French.
Yuck.
I really love French dressing.
Wait, I
And
thought you were American. Nah. Memes.
Um, do, 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 do. What's one game that you wish you could play right now? Like, not right at the second, but like,
Uh, I don't know. Um, hmm. The game that I wish I could play like right now. Hmm. I'm not 100% sure. Um, actually, one I wish I could play right now. I mean, I have
yeah.
it, but I just have to get it set up. It's an old PlayStation game called Xenogears.
Oh,
It's an old RPG, Japanese game. It's very fun. Stuck on a spot, but it is fun. It is fun though. What about you?
Haley said an old PlayStation game for an old guy.
Got anything original? Your bag of, rips.
Um, so for me, um, there's a new police game coming out. It's called Police Simulator. Um, I can't remember which. It's got like another name thing after it, but yeah, it's Police Simulator, and you're basically being a cop, and you live out like your day as a cop. You do everything a cop would do. You would drive around, listen for calls, all that stuff. You could have really slow days. You could have really super exciting days. Um, Violet. Yeah,
That it?
that's. I think that's about it.
Oh no, I just
Haley
didn't know if there
says,
was more.
"Oh, yeah." I
What?
mean, there's
What does Haley have to say?
Haley said that she would play that ape game where you evolve. Um,
She's an
oh,
ape.
trying to think of the name of it. Can't remember.
What?
Um, Ancestors, I think it is.
Yeah, aunt sisters?
I'm curious.
That's your preference.
Yeah, it's Ancestors: The Humankind Odyssey. That's what it is.
Ah, there's a difference between being bald and shaved head. Shaved is a hairdo. different.
um, what is one? What's one skill that you have that you're like neutral with it, that you don't care that you have it, but it's not something that you would wish away from yourself?
What?
What is a skill that you know how to do, but it's not something that you're like, it's not something that you're super excited about, so you won't just show it to random people or like people that you know, but it's also not something
Really.
that if people find out that you can do it, you're just like, it's whatever.
I really don't have any skills. Not really anything amazing or not anything I'm not proud of or really don't do a whole lot. I mean, I can't draw. I can't do any dances. So, I ain't got much.
Hmm. Um,
I'm sure maybe if I think about it on the next podcast, I could bring it up. But if
yeah.
not, I ain't got anything. What?
Uncle broke his neck tap dancing once.
No, not. That's not true. You know, Uncle that tap danced in your life. It's silly business. Haley, get in the pond if you're gonna act like a silly goose. And yes, to answer your question, I used to have hair. I just choose not to grow it out. Thank you.
Ugh.
Do you have any skills?
Me, for a while I could unfocus my eyes. Like just sitting here, I
Huh?
could unfocus them, and wherever I stare, they would stay unfocused. But the last time that I did that, it almost got stuck, so I stopped doing it. um, Other than that, I don't really have any skills. I'm a loser. Um, so we've been going for about an hour and 10 minutes. Do you want to
Mm.
end on that little bit where I'm a loser?
Let's do one more question for each,
All right. Um,
and then
do you have
we'll.
anything that you want to chat about, or
Yes, one question.
all right.
What was the very first video game you've ever played?
Oh,
Memory. From your memory.
to my knowledge, it would have to be the Pokemon Stadium on the
Nice.
64. I think that was the very first that I ever did. I could be wrong, but that I remember, that's the very first. So, what about you?
It's. I remember playing these two. It was either Super Mario Kart on a Super Nintendo
Mm-hmm.
or the original Nintendo playing Mario on there or Jaws on the regular Nintendo. That's what I
I
remember
didn't.
playing.
I didn't know they had it on the regular Nintendo.
Yeesh, I have it.
Nice.
Doesn't load up because I got it from some weirdo place. Apparently,
Oh,
didn't clean their crap. So I've been trying to fix it, and it does play for a little bit, and then it stops.
hmm.
But and again, from my memory, that's what I remember. I'm sure I played other games. I just, from what I can remember, that's what I played.
All right. Um,
So, well,
yeah, I think we can call it
can
from
leave it
there.
at that on a good note. Not you as a loser,
Yeah.
but don't want to leave these shows with people feeling bad.
Yeah. Um, so yeah, we will hopefully be doing another one next Sunday, and maybe hopefully we can get uh Dead Silence and Retro in here.
It should be fun,
Yeah,
and I think
I'd like to. Huh?
we could have some pre-written out or typed out questions for each other,
Yeah,
and that way we're a little bit
a little
more.
bit better prepared.
Yeah, it's just a test run, just to try,
Yeah,
see how we did. I think it was pretty decent.
yeah. I mean, at one point we had a max of 5 viewers.
Nice.
Yeah. So I mean, the more that we do this, the more viewers we'll get, and also with the
And now we got
YouTube, we'll
three.
have.
Thank you for sticking around, 3 viewers.
Yeah. And how are we
We
scamming you,
appreciate it.
child?
That's probably when we started losing our viewers. She started commenting. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it doesn't have anything to do with us talking about a Wookiee penis.
Yep. No, I think that was our maximum. We had 5 people on when we were talking about that.
It was actually
Everybody wanted it. Maybe we should see. And this is the thing: if we had more people interact, not just one person messaging,
yeah,
don't be afraid to get involved. Message us. We'll get to you.
yeah.
We'll answer questions, or
And
we'll ask you questions, and you can answer that back. It'd be nice to get to know people.
yeah, sir, we won't sit and we won't oh, I don't have that set up. I'm sorry.
Oh, what?
I don't have sound alerts set up on my on this podcast. I forgot about that.
Sound alerts.
Yeah. Um where if somebody chooses to play a sound, then it can either scare me or I'll disable it for the podcast stuff. That way I won't
Yeah.
scam anybody, quote unquote. I'm sorry, I didn't realize that that was still going, and I forgot about the channel points. But I'll figure out a way to refund you, don't worry.
Disable the scaring. Disable the scaring.
Yep.
So you don't need to be scared.
Although it would be funny
to.
it would be funny for people to listen to this, like, after I get it to other platforms, just like, they'll be driving their car, and all of a sudden a big gunshot scare the crap out of them while they're driving.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll try for every Sunday. Just because I don't want to keep saying that we'll end it and then.
But if you have anything you want us to talk about, message any of our Twitch channels, and we'll bring it up into a topic. Or if you would possibly like to be a guest in the future, we can somehow work it out to get you on and do an interview.
Or you can also go to this Discord that I just posted in my chat, and we've got a channel there called Podcast Topics that you guys can well, I'll have a channel ready for that. There we go. Called Viewer Topics.
Yes.
Yeah. I'll make it so that people can post their topics in there, and then come the next stream or next video, you guys can let us know, and we'll bring them up, talk about them, and we'll
get more content. We'll get everybody a little bit more involved.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks to everyone for coming by and listening to us.
Thank you for taking a listen. Sorry we didn't. Hopefully we didn't bore you to death.
And if you listen to this after it's posted on YouTube, definitely check out any of our Twitches. For the next stream, I'll get it worked out so that all of us are streaming basically the same thing. I might have to do some tweaking somehow, but for the most part, I can get it so that everybody is streaming at the same time, and then you guys can follow all of us and chat with us live. If you're listening on YouTube, be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. For Twitch, any viewers, be sure to follow. If any of us are affiliates, be sure to subscribe. We're going to be doing this often enough, and also for our streaming, we'll be we'll be doing our streams often enough that you guys can get notifications and see when we go live and come chat with us when we're not doing the podcast. But yeah, anything else that you want to add to it, or?
Yes. At the beginning of the show, I mentioned a couple of Twitch channels. There's one, Minty Let's Play, all lowercase letters. Minty Let's Play 22. Sorry. all lowercase letters. You have also another Twitch user who will be on the podcast hopefully very soon. Retro 1983, all lowercase letters. And another one, hopefully soon, Dead Silence 5835, lowercase letters. Or you can check out my podcast, my Twitch, JDA2187. Or you can follow the man who started this wonderful podcast, Diddle Man 1995. So, if you ever get a chance, again, like, subscribe, follow, chat, comment, give us some topics to talk about. We'll get some things figured out. And we'll hopefully get a little bit more further doing our podcast. So, have fun, enjoy, keep being a gamer and a follower. Have yourself a good night.
Later, guys.
Later.